Hey folks, this is Echo, and this is my first mod called the EkoForge. My goal behind this was to give the community some fun new graphics to play with, along with taking a stab at balancing out some of the learn by looting mechanics. You'll get access to a new crafting station that allows you to reforge duplicate or unneeded recipes and other previously unscrappable resources into new magazines, books, and other endgame resources. So let's go ahead and walk through all the features of the EkoForge. The first thing that you're going to notice is you've got a new workstation here. This is called the EcoTech Assembly Station. This will unlock at workstation level 15. But prior to that, you have the ability to break down materials that you couldn't before. So magazines, parts, and then tier 1 weapons and items here are able to break down into EcoTech. So if we grab one of these and go and scrap it, you'll see you're going to get 3 EcoTech from this. So any from this category, like I said, magazines, parts, and tier 1 will scrap as 3. Books and schematics will all scrap as 6. Tier 2 weapons and tools, as follows here, will scrap as 6. And then also tier 3 will scrap as 9 materials. Now we might adjust this as we get feedback from the community, but that's where things stand right now. So what do you do once you get this EcoTech material? Well, once you have a modest amount of supplies, which will be 3 EcoTech, 25 iron, 20 mechanical parts, 5 duct tape, and 100 wood, you can craft one of these stations at an existing workbench. So if we come in here and look up the assembly station, it is currently locked. And if we click on it, we're going to see we need those 15 workstation levels. So if we come in here and go ahead and use this and pump our level up to level 15, now that's going to unlock. So we should be able to come in here and that will be accessible. I'm not going to wait for this to craft because we already have one, but it would be 440 and you would let it go. So once that's crafted, it's going to give you access for one to all these graphical elements that you have up here. I'll walk you through those in a second. But in addition to that, we've had the challenge with RNG after the implementation of the learn by looting system. And so getting the magazines that you need are kind of hard. So this is going to give you at a higher ratio the ability to craft any of the schematics in game, as well as any of the books, and then any of the magazines. So you're going to have a higher ratio. So if you look here, it's going to cost you 9 EcoTech and 10 paper. So you're essentially burning 3 magazines to get 1, and then you have the addition of paper added on. And with each of these, there's going to be a little bit of something different to make them, a little bit harder so that it's not breaking progression. Ideally, this isn't meant to do that or to simplify the game. This is just to give you a way when RNG is not treating you well. So if you find when you're playing this that progression is broken and that the prices should be increased, please reach out and let me know. So additionally, you can craft parts. So again, these are 15. You saw that you got 3. So essentially this is a 5-to-1 ratio if you want to create different types of parts. But still, again, when you can't get those ones that you need, you could do it this way. Same kind of situation with legendary parts. We added those as a crafting material or a crafting output of this, where it's going to cost a lot more. You're looking at 30 EcoTech, 50 steel, and 5 duct tape. So it's pricey to make, but if you need it, you have a way to get it. And then lastly on this list, we added solar cells because this has been a huge frustration in the 1.0 release. So this gives you access to craft. Now this will unlock at the same rate that batteries do. So as batteries unlock, you can craft all the way up to tier 6s once you finish off the electrician path. Oh, we missed one more. Hold on, go back in. Under the science, you've got the 2 signs that I have. There's a regular neon sign, and then there's a flickering sign. And then over here under decorations, you got a number of things that I'll walk you through. So you've got posters, and each of them have 2 variants. It's going to have one that's going to be like a good version, a nice clean version, and then more of a worn, distressed version. So there's versions of each of those. There's the Echo flag, and then there's the 2 signs. In addition to that, we've also got the lovely Echo jar, which I did as an homage to the days of old. And there's some fun description text in there that you can check out for both that and the poster. So in terms of, and I'm going to turn off this so you can kind of see, here's the posters that I've added in, some amazing graphic work that was done by Mumphy. So we've got Echo Hoard and Hardware, we've got the emotional support jar, we've got Echo Apparel, Echo's Grindhouse, and you can kind of tell these are modeled after the various traders. That was intentional. So Echo Guns and Ammo, the Echo Lounge, and then finally this random one that Mumphy put together that I just thought was hysterical. So we put it in here. And then we've got the 2 lights up there. So let me go ahead and flip this back on here. Turn the lights off in the room. And you've got the one on the left, which is solid. And then the one on the right, you're gonna see has a slight flicker to it. Additionally, these have sounds associated with them. If you're up close enough, you can actually kind of hear that neon buzz. If you've ever been around neon signs in the past, there's also the Echo flag down here at the bottom. So those are all the features in the EkoForge mod. If you want to download it, the links are below. Also, just want to take this chance to say this was largely inspired from Subquake and the work that he did on Undead Legacy. Definitely pulled a lot of ideas from there. Also, I got to give a huge shout out to Little Red Sonia, who helped with the XML for this. This is my first time doing a mod, so I definitely needed support from the community, and she was there at moment's notice to help correct things, make sure that the mod was more compatible with the other mods that are out there. Also, all the graphical work that is in here was done by Mumphy. I came up with concepts and ideas and fed him things, and then he just made magic. So I will have links to all of them down below. Lastly, I'll say if you're interested in the graphics from this, I also have merch associated, which will also be linked down below. So if you have ideas of things that we should add to this mod to make it more interesting, have more fun in your world, make sure that you let me know down in the comments. Hey, it's Echo. Are you still here? All right, folks. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy and have fun with this mod. As always, a huge thanks out to all my supporters over here on Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube. I'll see everyone on the next one. Cheers.